Hello, everyone. Hey, my name is Juan Vargas. I was giving you guys a little update on why Justin Fields is going to be the greatest Bears quarterback that they hated on forever because that's the way they do it. Haters gonna hate. Make sure you like this. Make sure you subscribe. I'm just getting started, but guess what? The truth is the truth. We are blessed as Bears fans to have Justin Fields on our team. Yay! Let me get a little yeah, baby, yeah. All right, so the reason they hate on Justin Fields is many different reasons. I think the main reason, straight up and down, is he calls waves. He left college, went to a different one, got paid immediately, called out people for racism. He's black. If that's a thing, hopefully it's not, but it's true. But the main thing I think is the seizures that he has. He does have epileptic seizures, and he controlled it. He got wind of that in ninth grade, which happens. It's 1 in 26 people have it. It's a real thing. We need to be aware of it. The reason I'm more passionate about it is because my 4-year-old daughter, Isabella, my heart, she has it. So she has seizures. We caught it early. It's the frontal seizure, so we definitely have her on medication. We have her eating right, doing the right things. And just so you know, I mean, regardless what Justin Fields has, he hasn't came out yet directly with which type he has. He's taking his medication, but if he's got what she's got, oh, dude, y'all in trouble. That boy don't fear nothing. That boy does not see anything that can stop him. He's determined. He's smart. He puts in the work. We can go back to high school when he was playing, compared to, like, let's say, a Trevor Lawrence, which they were always head and head in Georgia going at it. He threw up 41 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He averaged around 220 a game. Um, which, like I said, if you ask me, the big number I like, because I'm a numbers guy, especially with my sports football, is his completion. I mean, the guy was he was averaging, I mean, throwing one pick maybe every, I don't know, 1,000 throws. I mean, just being honest, he's very accurate with the ball. This comes down to real quick, fast forward to the draft where when everything was going down, Todd or Lasky or dude, who one of those ESPN guys, white guy, I love white people too. You guys are good, but white guy goes and says, "Well, I hear that Justin Fields is like one of the guys who's the last one in and the first one to leave. Like this, you gonna put us out there like that, niggas? You know how they always kind of paint us like lazy, not on time, CPT. So he put that out there, okay, and immediately retracted it because again, looked like my Ohio State coach was about to get in that ass. High school coaches all said the same that like he recanted it. Oh, I'm sorry. I talked to the Ohio State coach and he told me I better change it because he's the best. He's there. He works harder than anybody. And I just, he just went on about what the coach was telling him. And I'm like, so you literally put some bullshit out there to hurt this guy's draft for whatever reason. There is a get along, go along gang, obviously. And I mean, you just diminished him from going second pick to wherever he's going to land. And, that worked out for us, thank God, being honest, because I knew with the seizures that was going to drop him. Check my Facebook like maybe 3 weeks before the draft. I put a picture of Justin Fields saying he's going to be our quarterback because I was for sure that he was going to drop because of that shit. And then I just knew that in my heart we needed a quarterback, dude. We've needed it forever, but we needed a real quarterback, not a guess, not a if, like Trubinsky. Even if I'm a Bears fan forever, dude. I supported Trubinsky, until they said fuck him. He's nothing. We're gonna let him go. It's just weird, man. So at the end of the day, we go back to his high school. He found out about his seizures when he was in ninth grade. Like he was in ninth grade, he's playing baseball and all this. And once he found out, got on his meds, he just decided to change everything and focus on football. Thank you, football gods. Yay. Thank you so much. We thank you because we definitely deserve that, Um, so again, that's what he did. Killed it in high school. Trevor Lawrence was him always neck and neck. Went to some camp, beat Trevor Lawrence out. I mean, it was just the way it was. Then he goes to college. I mean, he goes to, of course, the best SEC, the hardest. Regardless of what people say, I think it's the toughest football division out of college there is. Okay, so he went to Georgia. He had to back up a quarterback who took him to the national championship and all this other stuff the year before. So they kind of had to give him a start. Justin probably really only got maybe 2, 3, 4 games maybe in there, And again, he still was very consistent, but he was over it. Like he felt like again, his mind, and again being the seizures, all this other shit. He focused, and I mean, he just knows that again, he was hurting the team by not being out there and seeing them lose. So he had to get out of there. So again, he did a whole race thing, kind of suited the college because again, some player which they kicked off the baseball team, called him a nigger, did all this shit. And I mean, it sucks, but I guarantee that was the lightest thing that he put against them. So I'm sure they were pissed. So whatever. He goes to Ohio State, gets to play immediately, and he's killing shit. You know what I'm saying? Doing what he does best. Championships, all that great, man. What I care about again is the quarterback that he is. Again, in there, he threw for 67 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. His completion rate was 68.4 compared to Trevor Lawrence, who's around 66%. Trevor Lawrence did have more touchdowns, uh, more picks too, but he threw more. Plus, he had more games in him. He started all 3 years immediately. And again, your boy was over there just trying to pick and choose to get to, that opportunity, which he did, and he shined. Um, and again, that was the whole thing. Okay, so the draft comes. I mean, the numbers are there. The main guys, the Mel Kipers, all that, they had him number two, regardless of all the shit. The seizures, the bullshit, the hating. They still had the numbers. That's what they care about. Me too. That's what I care about. So with the numbers, they still dropped them. Like they dropped them down. Some BYU quarterback, who gets beat by everybody who's good. A quarterback who didn't play for a year. Like they were like, these guys are better. This is the way to go. And I was just loving it. You know what I'm saying? I was loving it. It worked out for the benefit because I knew at the end of the day, as long as he fell to about 10th or, even 12th, hopefully, no longer, I didn't think he'd make it to about 15. I knew he had a real shot because, again, at the end of the day, we need the fucking quarterback. And if they feel like he's not worth the top five, they're going to drop him down even more. So that's cool. Cool with me, shit, whatever. Um, the thing with him, why I know he's gonna be the greatest, sure, 100%. Like he's probably gonna win. He's probably gonna be, a good 10 years with the Bears, Pro Bowler 8 out of those 10 years. He should beat the Packers at least 80 to 85% of the time he's there, which is the key. You got to beat the Packers. That's all I really care about. That's why Nagy can go because at the end of the day, if you can't beat the Packers, dude, you're worthless to me. You can lose every game, Super Bowls, but if you can't beat the Packers, your ass gotta go. So, it's just the truth of it. And I mean, we've been dealing with this for a while. That's why I told my wife, friends, I told everybody I'm done football this year. Like before the draft happened, your boy was out, man. Why am I sticking around for people who don't give back when we give as Bears fans from Chicago, where we buy the merchandise, we go to the games, we pay whatever. We don't care, dude. Like it's just that pride and we keep getting suckered, dude. Like, y'all motherfuckers don't care if you win or lose. You just want to keep getting our money. And I'm like, nah, dude, this league is too competitive. There's a lot of good players out there. But again, if we don't have a leader who's a strong quarterback, like he's got to be a Brady, he's got to be a Russell Wilson, he's got to be a guy where he's going to be consistent. And no matter what the ups and downs, he's still going to do it. And with your boy, Justin Fields on his meds, all this other shit. This dude is a businessman. He doesn't go out to parties. He wasn't a typical Ohio State quarterback. He went out partying with Zeke, grabbing titties, getting wild. Like he was just fucking focused. Even in Georgia, when like he got kicked off the team for doing something stupid. It was just he just needs to play. I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking with Dalton there, Dalton probably get maybe 4 games in, maybe less. But I mean, I just know that at the end of the day, if he doesn't play, it's gonna be bad. So they better, make sure he gets to play, which he will, regardless, whatever. And like I said, there's the good thing with this is you guys want some references. Like there's some great players that had seizures and controlled it and grew out of it. Of course, the Barber twins, Tinky and Samari, their mom had to deal with that shit as there was a kid, and she learned how to help them grow through it, be safe, and watch them grow. And look at them, Pro Bowlers, stud, stout, whatever. Samari Roll, FSU, safety, beast. Went on to become a doctor, like smartest guy ever, because again, it's very heady. That's the thing with it. It's a heady disease, whatever they want to label it, but it definitely is all in your head. So you have to always control that. Jason Snelling. There's a whole bunch of baseball players. Dude, again, 1 out of 26 have it. Not as bad as the hurt, the 1 in 4, but it is a real thing. But you have to understand that this guy has to be best. He can't be out drinking. He can't be out doing stupid shit. Like it affects his meds, throws him off. So like he's literally going to be just focused, getting paid. He's gonna get a whole bunch of moolah, whole bunch of endorsements, whole bunch of shit he deserves, but he's gonna work hard for it, and he's not gonna let us down. They were like I told you, this guy could linebacker be coming, and he knows he got a clear shot to break his legs. That dude's gonna stand right there because again, he doesn't think about that. He's not worried about that. Like where I would have some fear or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Scared of nothing, you know what I'm saying? God is everything, but where I could see something like, oh man, this dude could break my leg. This nigga's like, whatever, like better break it because I'm gonna keep going. Like so, that's that will. Like my daughter, strongest will I've ever seen on anybody in my life. Almost 40 years old, and I've never seen anybody with a stronger will than what my daughter has. So like, it's crazy scary, dude. Yeah. So the sense of fear is not there, so you just have to make sure it's always monitored and directed. So I mean, there's a lot too. Like you said, I can compare him to greatness. Like I said, a video that I saw with a guy who I thought was real dope. He put out there again, like about how Justin Fields gets hated on, and he had a video with Cam Newton and him when he was a younger guy, I think high school or something. And Cam literally endorsed him, and you could sense the genuineness to say like, "Hey man, this kid is gonna be the best. You guys watch out." It wasn't one of them fake little things like, like it was literally like he's like, "This kid's coming, like he's coming." And Cam Newton when he came out of Auburn, all the shit he went through, because I went through a lot of trials and a lot of tribulations. So I continue to grow and develop every day. He was my favorite player, dude. He was a winner. He's been through a lot of shit, but I knew it. But I mean, I'll take a consistency of a Cam Newton as a quarterback. I'll take a guy who been in the league, what, 10, 12, 13, 14 years, always been a good winner for at least 8 out of 10 of those years, if not more. I'll take that. I mean, because I just want to be consistent. I want playoffs. I want us to get a Super Bowl, and I think he'll definitely get us one, if not two ships. And not just this it. I don't need all this inconsistent, a fucking new quarterback every year, fucking backup coming in there, fucking can't move, fucking statues throwing balls, getting beat up. Like, I just need us to be consistent, you know? So Justin Fields is, yeah, you know what's fucked up? Like, they're probably setting that motherfucker up for failure too. Like, them motherfuckers want him not to fail in a sense, not like horrible, not like, of course, no Bears fans, but like let's say GMs or whatever, because I know that fucking punk GM's probably like, well, if he fails, then I can say, look, man, I gave you guys what you wanted. I tried. You ain't gotta worry about that player. He ain't gonna fail. You gonna look like a fucking genius. You're gonna continue to be a fucking punk. You might try to fucking trade him or do some stupid shit down the line. But Nagy, man, at the end of the day, this works out the way it's going to work out for you. Just be smart, man. Get your money right, get a good contract, keep your control. Don't let anybody start fucking digging you around with how you need to run your game, your plays. But you have to trust in it, man. Because if not, I was already over you, fucking Nagy. I told him fire you immediately. But you got some wind, baby. You got some life. You know what I'm saying? Them little Ivies, boom. You know what I'm saying? They got you. You're good. You know what I'm saying? So let's give it up for old Nagy for a day or two. You know what I'm saying? It's just pretty simple, man. Like we have a guy where I think longevity, we finally got our winner. They are going to hate on him because again, there's a lot to hate on, I guess. Good looking guy, you know what I'm saying? Handsome, debonair, mixed, whatever he is, you know what I'm saying? Winner's attitude, like more of a Kobe Bryant mentality, you know, like do or die. But again, we just gotta, you know, enjoy it right now, and we need it. So that's the main thing. Again, subscribe, hit the like button if you're liking it. If not, whatever. I think that's the main stuff, man. I just know that the numbers are there. I could get deeper into it, but I'm just starting with this shit, so I'm still learning. But again, greatest Bears quarterback is gonna be hated on forever. But at the end of the day, the Bears fan, baby, we fucking winning. Bang bang.